tonight's game, Eric Blair, Jim Hoby Jr., and Mario
Welcome
Navarro.
one and all, a section title at stake tonight. Should be a great game here at the Henry J. Fury Complex here at Monroeville, Pennsylvania. Gateway High School, the Gators in their white home uniforms. Franklin Regional comes in the road navy blue with gold trim, and we are underway. A quick block there right off the bat. Off and running, Mikkel Bruce McCrommon with the denial. Looked like an easy bucket there. Connor Crossy got the ball off the tip, but the Gators start off with the momentum, and now the real first chance to get points on the board. A drive inside, trying to do it at both ends, and he does. Playing it in is McCrommon. Tonight, a game that will decide likely who comes away with the 5A Section 3 title. It is Franklin Regional and Gateway here. Welcome, folks. Vince Russo on the call, our talented crew. Excited to bring this one here for you. Reverse layup good there for Cam Rao. So we're knotted up at 2, a minute in. Should be a real entertaining game. Panthers want to get up and down the floor. On the other side, the Gators, as you see here, happy to settle into that half court. Tale of two teams, a 6-game winning streak for Franklin Regional as an offensive board for the Gators there. They'll get it into Dunsmore. Nice spin, good lay up off the glass. 2 points for the big fella. Panthers enter this one 17-2, like I said, on a winning streak. There's 2 losses on the season, but one of them coming at home. The Gators went into Murraysville and won by 10 just about a month ago. For the Gators, a 2-game winning streak after losing 4 out of 5. Luckily, 2 of those out of section. So the Gators 6-2 in section play. Panthers 7-1. Take a look at the standings down there in your bottom right. The Gators able to right the ship after a couple losses to Penn Trafford and Latrobe. Good news is the Gators will be in the postseason, that we know for sure. But a win tonight would even them up with Franklin Regional and have an outright tiebreaker, a 2-0 season sweep going into their last contest. On the other side for Franklin Regional, win puts them at 8-1 and all but has it done and dusted for them. So a lot to play for on both sides tonight. 4-2-hour early score. Gators looking to add on to the lead here. Lowry creating some separation. That one went almost all the way down before popping back out. Dunsmore again, a nice move inside, able to create a little separation. Hangs there but can't get that one to fall. So he'll head to the line for a pair of free throws. First trip for either team here.
Colin Maston, 2 shots. Dunsmore.
These two teams met in Murraysville on January 12th, the exact date. 58-48 win for the Gators in that one. Dunsmore leaves that one a little short, hits the front iron, no good. So the Gators have a date out in Latrobe Friday night, looking for revenge out that way after the Wildcats came in here and upset the Gators. As a part of that losing streak midway through the season, Gators sit at 14-5 overall. They were at one point the top-ranked team in 5A. As a turnover here, Pavlik with a whole bunch of hands all over him. Can't finish. It's back to Lowry, who lays it up and in. Bit of a helter-skelter play there. But the lead now 5 for the Gators. A strong start as they take this one away. Now a player on the floor. Ball still loose. Last touched by the Panthers. Franklin Regional having a real tough time with some full court pressure from the Gators. And they're going to need a timeout. Just 3 minutes, 11 seconds into this one. We have our first timeout as the Gators all over the Panthers here in the early going. 7 of the first 9 points of the game going towards the home team. So the Gators go to Latrobe Friday. Then they'll end the season on Monday, the regular season that is, with a date out of conference against the Butler Golden Tornadoes, which represent the other loss for Franklin Regional, who sits at 17-2 on the season. Coming into this contest ranked number 2 in 5A. Like I said, the Gators were number 1 at one point, ranked as high as number 4 in the state. At that bit of a tumble they took, 4 out of 5 they lost between January 16th to January 30th. Dropped them out of the top 5 of the rankings. As there are some good teams in 5A, that's for sure. Floater off the mark, but Pavlik able to get it back. The quick pass out to Campolo. A little bit of contact there, nice feed inside. Good vision, no-look pass from Campolo to McCrammon, who has 4 here in the early going. It's been all Gators here in the early going. Laps defensively and an easy layup underneath. Colin Maston able to get behind the defense. Open corner 3, no good. Good look from McCrammon there, who's gotten some easy looks to start. Again, good ball movement. Nice cut inside. Connor Crossy able to finish. And just like that, though the Gators started out strong, just a one-possession game. Yet again, both teams with student sections looking like Franklin Regional at the top of your screen there in camo. Blackout on your left hand of the screen there for the Gators student section. They're keeping the noise down as the Gators are on offense. Dunsmore has that one taken away. Now a 2-on-1 the other way behind the back pass. And a nice finish. Crossy with 4 in a row, and it's back to a 1-point game. Momentum now with the visiting Panthers. Campolo with the decisive move there, leaves it off for McCrammon. Gators always happy to slow things down, willing to work for a good look. Take that air out of the ball, so to speak. Nice dish there, and Pavlik sees that one hit just about every part of the rim before falling in. So that cuts the bleeding. It had been 6 consecutive points as a block there, but a little bit of contact. Lowry's going to get called for the foul. That will send the Panthers to the line. That's Crossy, who's found himself in a bit, or rather, that is Colin Maston. Crossy had the last 4 points for the Panthers. Maston with a nice move, earns a trip to the free throw line. Leaves that first one short.
Number 35, Drew Davolo.
Drew Davolo will check in.
For the Panthers.
As it'll be rest for Connor Crossy. Second one's good. 3 points for Maston. And it's a 2-point game. Crowd on hand here as we get closer to postseason play. We'll find out before too long where the Gators will be headed. As a travel there on McCrammon will hand it back over to the Panthers, who have a chance to tie or go ahead for the first time in this one. They had a real good look right off the bat. They won the tip. Connor Crossy got denied at the rim by Alex Lowry. Emphatic block. Good look there. That one just a bit long, though. Rebound up for grabs. Lowry comes away with it, clears the boards, and now Gators quick in transition. That one, last touch by the Panthers. Good defensive play there as Pavlik saw that Dunsmore had a step, but just couldn't get that one into the big man. His feet inside. Lowry hesitates. Goes up with the left and finishes with the right. Lowry now with 4 and a couple of strong defensive plays the other way. Does have the lone personal foul for the Gators. Each team with 1 personal foul apiece. Each team 1 for 2 from the free throw line in the early go. Heat check from deep. That one off the mark, but Davola, big fella coming down with the rebound, and that one stripped away. It'll stay with the Panthers. So Davola not as much height down there for big number 35. But there's some real size on that man, I'll tell you what. Nice move. Floater just off the mark, but a good job creating some separation there. It's Finn Hutchinson. Dunsmore able to clear the boards. Now Pavlik going to try and do it himself. A little overzealous there. Couldn't get that scoop shot to fall. Down to the last minute of play here already in quarter number 1. Davola gets it underneath. A little hesitation as he fumbled that one for a second, but it allowed him to create a little bit of space. Caught Alex Lowry off of his feet. Gave him just enough room to lay that up and in to bring this back to a 2-point game. See if the Gators hold for the last shot. It certainly looks like that will be the case. Vito Campolo in no rush whatsoever. Look for them to go probably at about 10 seconds. There they go. Try to get a shot up, maybe a second chance opportunity if it doesn't fall. Crowman on the wing, 3 seconds left. He's gonna have to make a decision, has his dribble, pushes off, and great defense. The Gators don't even get a shot off.
Gators 13.
That'll end our first quarter of play. 13-11 the score in favor of the Gators after 1 quarter. A quartet of Gators on the scorer's sheet. 4 for McCrommon, 3 for Dunsmore, 4 for Lowry, and 2 for Pavlik. That's your scoring after 1. We'll listen to the cheer squad here for the Gators, and we'll be right back. So strong start from the Gators basketball squad and the cheer squad as well. They transition us from quarter number 1 to quarter number 2. These 2 teams met mid-January. The Gators used a 10-0 run before halftime to create some distance and to pull away. As you see, the Gators schedule from that game on out, that 4 out of 5 losing streak there really put them behind the 8 ball when it comes to the rankings, and now in a position where they need to win this game in order to have a shot at section title. This one thrown away though. They'll run the floor. Hoop in the harm. There's a soft foul out there. Send Camrell to the free throw line for a chance at 3 the old-fashioned way, and a chance for the Gators, or the Panthers rather, excuse me, to claim the lead for the first time. A couple of substitutions check in for the Gators, including Steph Rickett, Chris Settles. Free throw's good. So 3 points to start the quarter for the Panthers, who edge out in front for the first time tonight. Ricketts with an open look. That one just a bit too strong. Ball still loose. Lowry couldn't get it, and they'll get it back to him. Chris Settles Able to calm that ball down, gets it to Lowry, who steps back and knocks down the triple. 7 points for Lowry here in the early going. He leads all scorers. Puts the Gators back in front by 2. Ball loose. Pavlik able to come up with a turnover momentarily, but he couldn't get it to a teammate. That's going to lead to an easy bucket underneath for Drew DeVola. And then the Gators just throw it away. Every possession matters in a big game like this. The Gators cough one up there. Good defense by Pavlik to deny the ball in on that inbound. Panthers do get it in. They'll draw the foul underneath the hoop. And that'll send the Panthers and Rao back to the free throw line. That'll be the first foul on Chris Settles.
2 shots. Wow.
He and Lowry on the floor with 1 foul apiece. Gators 2 fouls here in this second quarter as that total resets between quarters. No team fouls here in the opening minute and 11 seconds for the Panthers, who get just 1 of 2 once again at the free throw line. Good hustle by Pavlik to keep that ball in. So 6 points now for Rao. They lean on to score the basketball. Floater here, that one a bit too strong. Couple good looks. That one ends up back in the hands of Pavlik. And he can feel it. Able to get the roll there on that one as that one danced around the rim once again. And now he heads to the free throw line with the hoop and the harm. A chance to add 1 more on.
The foul is on 35, Drew DeVola.
Foul will be against DeVola for the Panthers. His first team foul as Pavlik knocks it down. Waves a little finger, points over at the Franklin Regional student section. Both student sections have shown up and shown out this far early in this one. Some real energy in the building for this one. 1 and done. Shot off the mark. Lowry with a strong rebound. And now the Gators pushing in transition. Dunsmore calling for it underneath. They'll get it to him. Strong defense from DeVola. He spins underneath. A nice move, and that one blocked away. Good help side defense by Cam Rao to erase what looked like it was going to be an easy finish at the rim for Dunsmore. Dunsmore so good with the footwork underneath the hoop. Pavlik missed the mark on that one. In the student section, he was waving that finger at, giving it right back to him. He was wide open, just couldn't get that one to fall. Now another second chance opportunity, now third chance opportunity for the Gators. Strong offensive rebounding early for the home team. Pavlik with a nice move, able to draw the foul there. It's getting just a little handsy there. Zach Bloomley. Bloomley just was a step behind there. Nice move there with the pass fake for Pavlik. Pavlik will take a well-deserved rest. Brought some real energy here in quarter number 2 for the Gators, who find themselves back out in front by 2. Campolo back in for the Gators, and he'll pull the trigger from deep. That one hits the front of the iron, no good. Here come the Panthers quickly in transition. Too easy. Josh Hudak lays it up and in. Panthers do a good job running the floor in transition. If you don't get back quick, you're going to get burnt. Gators found that out the hard way on that possession. That ties us back up with 5 minutes to halftime. Polo drives baseline, nothing going there. Has to leave it back up. Get it back to him in the corner. Drives into no man's land, gets bailed out by Dunsmore. And another Gators turnover. Gives the Panthers a chance to go back in front here with 4:45 left in the half. This game not only important for the implications for the section, we can talk more about that at the next stoppage, but for seeding as well. And the Gators at one point had won 10 in a row. As that three-point shot finds the bottom of the barrel. Crossy, who had 4 in the first, comes up with a big triple there. And now turnover again, bad pass. Going coast to coast, laying it up and in. A lot of contact there, and that ball ripped away. Strong rebound and nearly turned over again. The Gators look completely out of sorts. See if they can slow things down here, get back into the half court. Nice pass underneath. That one dances off the hands of the intended pass. Inside to Steph Ricketts, but good defensive play by Franklin Regional will tip that one out of bounds, so it'll stay with the Gators here. Both of these teams have been ranked highly throughout the season. Gators just on the outside of that top 5 look again, so a win here, a strong finish to the regular season for either of these teams could make for a much easier path come playoff time. Lowry gets the tough bucket. So good at using that backboard. Great touch. The Gators pull back within 1. A late foul call there, but probably a good one. A lot of contact there.
Foul is on 11 of the Gators.
Be on the floor first against Dunsmore. 3rd team foul in quarter number 2 against the Gators. 2 team fouls against the Panthers. Open look from deep. That one off the mark again. A ton of contact underneath. And a foul. Consternation from the Gators faithful as it looked like a bit of a bobble there from Hudak as he went up, which was misinterpreted as a hack. So Hudak gets a break there. The Panthers take advantage by knocking down the first of 2 free throws. Hudak gets them both. All 4 of his points coming here in quarter number 2. Pavlik back on the floor for the Gators. Find themselves down 3 now with 3 minutes left in the first half. Dunsmore doing a good job of using that frame to create just enough wiggle room to lay that one up and in. Gators answer after the 2 free throws by Hudak. Back to a 1-point game. Tough drive inside and a nice finish there by Rao, who can fill up the score sheet quickly. Talk about a guy played some smart basketball. And a recent come-from-behind win against Latrobe. Had played with 4 fouls late. Led with 19 points there. Had 28 in a double overtime win over fellow top 5 team Shaler. Bruce McCrommon draws the foul. We'll get to the free throw line for the Gators. Nothing but net on the first.
Here comes number 11, Finn Hutchison.
Look there.
In for the Panthers.
Another McCrommon on the bench. You can see that family's lineage. We talked about that last time out. That's a family that has some real genes, some real pedigree when it comes to the game of basketball. Kell gets both of them there. Has 6 points now here in the first half. And the Gators led through much of the first quarter and the beginning of the second. Find themselves trading baskets here with the Panthers down just 1. Back and forth game, but a good one thus far. Nice step back there. No good. And Campolo comes up with a tough board underneath. Lowry pushing it quickly to Pavlik, who thought about the shot. Now he'll drive inside. A nice extra pass to Dunsmore, who creates and finishes. Alec Dunsmore with a big bucket there. He'll get a chance to tack on one more after he was fouled underneath.
foul is on 3, Rankin.
Can't finish the three-point play, but the Gators for the moment back out in front. Couple opportunities there, real nice opportunity for the Panthers, won't go. Quick layup attempt there trying to catch the Gators off guard was Cooper Rankin. Couldn't get that one to go, and then Hudak with the follow through. That one bounced right off him on a second chance opportunity. So the Gators will clear the boards and come back the other way with a 1-point lead as we approach the last minute in quarter number 2. Another turnover though, and a double dribble.
Number 13, Chris Settle, back in for the Gators.
So the Gators, who have had a bit of trouble turning the ball over here early tonight, the benefactors of a double dribble there. They'll get it back here as we will cross that threshold of the last minute. Pavlik, quick little move. Mid-range jumper off the mark. Ball last touch by the Gators. So we'll go back to the Panthers with 55 seconds left. Jesse Reed barking out orders for his squad, who sits at 17-2. Their 2 losses, as we mentioned. One to these Gators, one to the Butler Golden Tornadoes, who Gateway will play next week as McCrommon denies. Campolo now in the corner. Good ball movement here by the Gators. They'll pull it back out wisely. Just 20 seconds left. Once again, they'll hold for the last shot. Try and guarantee that they hold this at least 1-point lead going into the halftime break. Gators didn't get a shot off in this opportunity, this same circumstance late. They get one here, that 3 bounces around, it's still loose. No foul called underneath as that ball bounces harmlessly out of bounds. Gators coaching staff can't believe they didn't get that call underneath the hoop. Officials letting them play. Head coach Alvis Rogers has more than a few words to critique some of that late second quarter officiating, but as it stands, the Gators will take a 1-point lead into the break. 13-11 after quarter number 1. Gators score 14 in that second quarter, 15 for the visiting Panthers, and so that's where we end up after 16 minutes of play. We'll step aside, we'll allow the cheer squad to take us into halftime, and we'll return in about 9.5 minutes to get you ready for half number 2. Gators by 1 here on GatewayGatorProductions.com. Welcome back, folks. Just about a half a minute away from starting half number 2 here at Gateway High School. Very entertaining first half between these two teams. Plenty of lead changes as we take yet another look at how things stand coming into tonight with just 2 games left for each club before heading into the postseason. So you see Franklin Regional at 7-1, the Gators in tow at 6-2. Penn Trafford staring down a playoff berth opportunity, and then Kiski and Latrobe clinging to hope, trying to get some help. Yeah, McKeesport, tough season for the Tigers, who were a real tough matchup for the Gators last season. They played an absolute barn burner over at Norwin High School in the postseason. So we talked about the implications on the section for this contest. If Franklin Regional wins, they are your section champs. The Gators likely finish second. If the Gators win, they have the outright season sweep of the tiebreaker over Franklin Regional, while both teams would have similar records. The Gators would poke back out into first place, and they would have a chance to lock up that at least share of the section title Friday night at Latrobe. Of course, easier said than done, as Latrobe came in here and upset the Gators the first time. So a ton to play for tonight between these two clubs. A turnover to start on a strong defensive play by the Gators, and they'll get the first opportunity here offensively to try and add on to that 1-point halftime lead. Appreciate everyone tuning in here on GatewayGatorProductions.com. Feed inside to Lowry, giving up a few inches there to Rao. Some contact underneath, but officials say it was all ball, and so Franklin Regional comes back strong the other way, and a late whistle will send Franklin Regional to the free throw line. Certainly there were bodies parading all over the place there. Lowry picks up his second foul, first team foul for either club here in half number 2. And that will send Cooper Rankin to the free throw line, who has yet to register a point in this one. His first crack. And still can't convert. There's a lid on the basket for Rankin. Second one good. That's your first point here in the second half. Gators took that 1-point lead after a 13-11 advantage in the first quarter. They get outscored by 1, 14-15. Now they'll throw this one away. A good job with a hand in the passing lane there. It's Cam Rao. They'll get it to the corner, and a nice spin move and finish.
Cooper Rankin for 2.
So Cooper Rankin had no points through 17 minutes of play. All of a sudden, 3 big points there in a matter of 30 seconds. Gators nearly turn it over again. Contact there. Again, no call, and then Lowry very nearly able to finish at the rim for a chance at 3 the old-fashioned way. Instead, that one lips out, and he'll take his time to shoot a pair at the free throw line.
Two shots. Alex Lowry.
Lowry knocks down the first.
Drew Duvall back in.
As Drew Duvall checks back in and will spell Colin Maston. Davola had 4 points in the first half. Lowry gets just 1 of 2 there. That is the first player for either team to enter into double figures. Leads all scorers with 10. Nice pass there. Davola waits. Able to finish. And the big fella with a bucket in each of the 3 quarters here. The Panthers have come out and taken a 3-point lead. Drive baseline, that one turned away. Dunsmore able to lay that one up and in. Able to sneak that past a ton of traffic. So Dunsmore now with 9, pulls the Gators within 1. That one tipped away. Oh, here come the Gators the other way in transition. Campolo just going to slow this one down as he passes half court. Pavlik thought about the shot. Nice drive inside. Leaves it for Dunsmore. The acrobatic finish. Had to go behind him to catch that one in motion and still lays it up off the glass. That puts the Gators back out in front. 3 minutes in here in quarter number 3. Back and forth we go. Lowry read that one perfectly. Now a 3-on-2 the other way. And a charge. One half of the gym loves it, the other hates it. And honestly, I think if McCrommon just puts his head down and drives through before leaving his feet and going up with the floater, he might be the one that draws the call and goes to the free throw line, but instead a good job sliding over by Connor Crossy. Wow, Crossy may or may not have had those feet set. He put himself in a good position to draw that charge call. So the Panthers get it back with a chance to reclaim the lead. Duvall, the big man, gonna pull it for 3! And Davola sets the Panthers crowd on fire as the big guy steps out and hits the triple. Pavlik thought about the shot there. Now the 3 ball up and off the mark. With a strong offensive board. And Pavlik with the acrobatic finish, able to put that one in. Bryson Pavlik, so slippery there on the offensive board. Gets up, tips that one in. Gets fouled in the process, and now Pavlik sits with 7 points and an opportunity to get to 8 with a big free throw here that would put the Gators back out in front. And the free throw no good. Pavlik with 7 points now. Can't finish the 3-point play, but does nod this one up at 34. Rao loses his footing, no call there. Gators fans wanted a travel call. We play on. Duvall able to get it to Rao in the corner. He steps back. That 3 no good. Duvall has it again. Now falling down, ball still loose. Bodies all over the place. That a tough shot falling away. It's cleared by Dunsmore. Nice rebound. And the Gators get it back, looking for the lead. Get it back to Campolo, looks to Dunsmore. Decides to leave that off for Lowry. It's trying to find a way to get that ball to Dunmore. Dunsmore covered there, and then the ball taken away by Cam Rao. Rao with a ton of size, a tough defensive matchup. The 6'5" senior who's sort of a slash player. Not quite fully a guard, not quite fully a forward. He's been quite the catalyst for the Panthers. Campolo gets called for his first foul. That's the 3rd team foul here in the 3rd quarter. Just 2 team fouls on the other side against the Panthers. Ball stripped away. Last hit the leg of the Panthers. And that's a turnover. Student section comes to life for the Gators. As both teams have been deadlocked at 34 for the better part of the past 2 minutes. And the Gators throw it away. Either team able to break this stalemate. And now Alvis Rogers Gonna call a timeout. Full timeout. He wants an opportunity to settle his team down here, and that's a heady decision by a veteran coach. Talk about a game with 2 minutes left and change here in the third quarter, tied at 34, and an opportunity over these next 2 minutes to try and create a little bit of separation, set yourself up for success going into the final quarter. Let's talk a little bit about Elvis Rogers. In his 6th season at Gateway, turning around a program that won just 7 games in its first season in 2019. Gators have reached the 5A semifinals in each of the last 2 seasons. Fell to Newcastle in 2022 in both that game and the PIAA semifinals in 2022, and then Peters Township in a instant classic over at Mount Lebanon High School, 62-55. Jack Dunbar, the player of the game in that one, led Peters Township to the final where they fell to Penn Hills. Damar Kelly now at Quinnipiac, playing some minutes there as a freshman for a strong Bobcats team in the Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference. Just over a decade ago, the Gateway Gators were the toast of the district after winning back-to-back Quad A basketball championships in 2011, 2012. Certainly the Gators hoping to get back to the mountaintop this season. After starting the season 11-1, they sit at 14-5, but a chance with a win tonight to put them in the driver's seat for a section title. Other side, the Panthers, they want that title all to themselves. They'll turn it over again here. Both teams playing excellent defense. Hands in the passing lane. Pavlik able to take that one away. Realizes now there's a little bit of open space there with one dude over pursuing for the Panthers. The Gators can't come up with it there. They get the offensive rebound, and now Dunsmore. The nifty footwork, and that one just slips out. A good look there. And now, Panthers very nearly succumbing to a 10-second call. Drew DeVola picked up his dribble. Strong finish underneath. Crossy, his first points in the second half after scoring 7 in the first. And finally, we have this tie broken. The Panthers back out in front. Extra pass to Dunsmore. Dunsmore going to find Ricketts out in the corner. Now Lowry thought about it. He's going to drive inside, lets the floater go. That one off the mark. Lowry gets it back. That's going to be an over and back, as unable to come up with it was McCromick. Turnovers have really been an issue for the Gators tonight. This is a Panthers squad with a lot of size, especially in the height department, those long arms in the passing lanes. They have made life very difficult for the Gators. Gateway looking for a stop here late in the third quarter, try and keep this a one-possession game. See if the Panthers look for points here quickly or if they try to hold for the last shot. As a drive by Rao, he's able to lay that one up and in. Rao's first points in the second half. He's now into double figures with 10. Pass inside for Dunsmore. He's able to create some space. Gets blocked, but gets the ball back. Goes up strong. Can't get it to fall. Strong defense there by Josh Hudak, who had a block. Official touched the ball there. Now a foul call will send the Panthers to the line, and the Gators got caught a bit flat-footed. Lowry tipped that ball. It was a long pass. He tipped it. He hit the official, who looked like he was standing out of bounds. The ball never went out of bounds, but it did touch the official who was standing out of bounds. No call that the ball was dead. The Panthers, wisely playing to the whistle, picked that ball up. Got it in the paint. And Rao able to draw the foul. And knocks down the first free throw. So now the lead 5 points for the Panthers. Now has the last 4 points. Lead is 6. Last second heave-ho, no good. And that's how we will head to our final frame. Just 7 points for the Gators there offensively in the third quarter. 4 from Dunsmore, 2 from Pavlik, and a free throw good for Lowry. On the other side, it's double that for Franklin Regional, who comes up with 14 points. They find themselves in front 34-40 as we head to our final quarter of play here in Monroeville, Pennsylvania. Who will walk away from this contest with the inside track on 5A Section 3? Talked about the scenarios coming into the start of the second half. Panthers win, they clinch. Simple as that. Gators win. Follow that up with a win on Friday against Latrobe. They finished with at least a share of the section title and would end as the top overall seed based on head-to-head tiebreaker after these two teams met in January, with the Gators winning by 10 in that one, 58-48. Dunsmore has this one tipped away. Last touch by the Panthers. Good defensive play there. Coach Rogers wants a foul, said there was some arm hacked there. These teams have been allowed to play tonight. Neither team has gotten into really any foul trouble of note. There are 2 players with 3 fouls apiece on the floor. It's Dunsmore trying to create underneath. Foul will be on the floor. Or will they call that in the act of shooting? They will. Dunsmore takes advantage of that. We'll get to the free throw line. That's the first foul here. That'll be the first one on Hudak. Foul's not on Dunsmore, as the PA announcer says. Dunsmore's the one shooting free throws. Dunsmore misses the first. For the Gators, Mikkel Bruce McCrommon has 3 fouls on the floor right now. Lowry and Dunsmore each with a pair. On the other side, it is Colin Maston with 3 fouls. Dunsmore hits the second. Opens the scoring here in the fourth quarter, and it's back to a 5-point game. Gators with their work cut out for them with 7 minutes and change to play. Good crowd on hand, 2 good student sections. They know that both of these teams have a real chance in 5A when that bracket comes out. Good cut to the rim there by Rao, and he's able to draw the foul. That'll be the third on Lowry. First team foul in the fourth quarter. Neither team has gotten into the bonus, and I'll tell you, in the games that we've done, that's been a real observation, is just the infrequency of teams getting into the bonus with the way that fouls reset after each quarter now. That'll be really interesting to watch in the postseason. Rowell gets them both. And the lead up to a game-high 7 now for the Panthers. Just under 7 to play. Gators need to dig deep if they want a shot at a section title. Also got to think about momentum late here in the season, trying to play your best ball at the right time. And the Gators, since about mid-January, have been in what feels like a bit of free fall, as Pavlik can't get it to go. A couple Gators converge there. Now a couple players get dusted up. I believe that foul will be against Pavlik, who tried to tie the ball up after the rebound from Drew Tavola. Actually, that was a held ball call, so no foul. We play on. Pavlik doesn't pick up another. Gators still with just one team foul here in the fourth quarter. Open look from three. That one hits the front of the iron, but a strong rebound underneath. It's tipped away. The ball's still loose. Lowry has it, needs some help. Wonder if the Gators call a timeout here. They'll get it to Campolo. We play on. Dunsmore underneath, gets it stripped away from Davola. Heads up play by the big man. And Lowry on the other end gets his hand in the passing lane. Lowry has been really, really strong defensively tonight. And he's going to get a quick breather here with 5:51 left. In for the Gators is Chris Settles. Nobody gets on the inbound man, so he gets a wide open look at three. That was Maston. Can't get it to fall. Pavlik now pushing things the other way. Thinking about pulling it, he does. Can't get that to go. It's been a tough night shooting the ball for the Gators. And now a 2-on-0 the other way. Pavlik to no avail, tries to get back in on that one. Cooper Rankin now with 5 points. Big bucket there, stretches this lead to 9. And head coach Alvis Rogers going to want to talk this one over as it is getting dangerously close to getting out of the Gators' grasp here with still a little over 5 minutes to play. Gators with just 8 points here in the second half. They have been shut down by this lanky, long Franklin Regional Panthers team. They have got size and they are using it on the defensive side of the ball. Rebounding well, getting hands in the passing lanes, and then turning it up the court as soon as they get it. That's led to some easy transition buckets. It has been an 18-8 second half run for the Panthers. Still a long way to go in this one, and a few big buckets could change the momentum drastically. Certainly a lot can happen in a basketball game. It probably will over these last 5 minutes and 22 seconds. Pavlik, Campolo, Dunsmore, Kramen, and Settles for the Gators. They're trying to pull back into this one with 5 minutes to play. Campolo underneath, a tough take, and he gets it to fall. Vito Campolo with his first points here coming in the fourth quarter, and a chance to finish it off at the free throw line for the three-point play. Campolo gets all three. Those are some big points for the Gators. It pulls them back within 6. Now the pressure at the other end. And Lowry able to get a hand on it. The ball is loose. The Gators are on the floor. And a timeout is called. So the Gators get the turnover and they get the timeout. And they'll get a chance to make this potentially a one-possession game. 3 points would do it here on the other end of this timeout. Now you get into these last 5 minutes, so much situational basketball. Having to be so aware of what's happening on the floor. Where's that possession arrow pointing? Where are guys at on the floor? After a made free throw, you're getting into your full court pressure. All those little things that could be the difference here between losing a game or winning the section. Campolo inbounds to Pavlik. We're back into play. Just under 5 minutes to go, folks. Don't go anywhere. Lowry, baseline jumper, in and out. Boy, if I had a nickel for every time the Gators had one lip out like that. I'd be going home with a pocket full of change, and the Gators would probably have about another dozen points on the board, to say the least.
Ball is on 24 of the Gators, Pavlik.
First foul on Pavlik on the other end, trying to generate a turnover, and you're at that stage of the game where you got to be aggressive. Luckily, there's a lot of guys on the floor for the Gators that have fouls to give. Still 3 fouls to go before either team into the bonus here in the fourth quarter. And a timeout. At the 11th hour there, as Jesse Reed saw that his point guard was tied up there. 5-second call looming. Wisely settles things down here with 4:14. And for a game that flew on by in the first half, we've gotten to that point after about 3.5 quarters. But this one's going to start crawling a little bit. This is where the real game of chess comes into play. I want to thank everyone again for tuning in tonight. We are fully submerged into the winter sports season. Wrestling, swimming, basketball, you name it. You can find it here on GatewayGatorProductions.com. A big shout out to our talented crew of regulars once again tonight. Adam Gusky, Lee Schaefer Jr., and Lee Schaefer III. Helping bring this to wherever you're tuning in from. It's the beauty of streaming. I was going to say your living room, but you can watch anywhere now. Gators could use a stop here. Still down 6. Panthers wisely making the Gators work for it defensively, and no rush to shoot this basketball. No shot clock in boys basketball here. As a foul on the floor ahead of that layup attempt by Rankin.
Gator foul number 1.
That's going to be the 4th foul on Alex Lowry with 3.5 left here.
Posse in for the Panthers.
Gators need to either continue to foul or get a turnover here. This time is slipping by here. We're down now to 3.5 to play, down 6, and now nearly a turnover. Now it is a turnover. Gators have it. Pavlik thought about the shot. I'll get it to Dunsmore. And a take inside, a tough one by McCrommon. He gets that one swatted away. He's able to get it out to Lowry, who pulls the trigger on a 3. Can't get it to go. Gators come up empty after a golden opportunity, and now in transition, it's the Panthers the other way. Now they'll wisely pull it out. Great ball movement here by Franklin Regional, trying to put this one and a section title on ice. Gators got to dig deep, try to get a turnover here, a bump there. 10 on 10, and it's Campolo who gets called for the foul. And full credit to the Panthers. The Gators just seem a step behind where that ball's going to go. Good ball movement by the Panthers. They very nearly turn it over there on the inbound, but Rao takes it to the rim, and Lowry pulls it away from the big man. The Gators are getting the boards. Now can they get the points at the other end? Campolo finds the bottom of the cylinder, and it's back to a one-possession game. Vito Campolo with 6 big points here in the fourth quarter to bring this to a 3-point game, and that Franklin Regional fan base on the far side from where we're at has gone silent. Some anxious energy and enthusiasm now out of the Gators, who just moments ago it started to feel like this game was slipping away. Panthers were doing a great job playing keep away, but Gators get the turnover, turn it into a quick corner 3 by Campolo, we have a game. And the penultimate section game for each of these clubs. Franklin Regional will host McKeesport. This is the last road contest of the season for the Panthers. The other end, the Gators got to go out east, take on Latrobe. Still a lot to be decided on the season, a lot to be decided yet tonight here in the final 2 minutes and 20 seconds. And the Panthers don't need to pull the trigger on a shot here, and they won't. Gonna make the Gators either foul or come up with a turnover as we approach the final 2 minutes of play. Pavlik, hands all over Rankin, no foul call there. They'll let them play on. Officials, to their credit on both sides, have really let these teams play. And the ball's taken away. An errant pass, and now Lowry gets it to Campolo, who keeps his eyes up, gets it to Pavlik, who pulls the trigger and can't tie it up. Ball's still loose. Campolo on his high horse to try and take it away from Rowell. 90 seconds left. Game still hanging in the balance. Pavlik had the opportunity to knot it up. Now a layup attempt off the mark, and Rowell can't finish. And the ball's still loose, and the Panthers get it back. Perhaps the biggest play of the game comes from Drew Davola, who has 9 points on the night, including a big triple. But there, rips that ball away and keeps the possession with the Panthers. Timeout called. 71 ticks left. The Panthers trying to hold on for dear life here for what would be a section title outright. Gators clinging to hope that they can tie or nudge ahead in this one in the dying moments, or at least try to force another 4 minutes on the clock. There is a lot of anxious energy in this building right now. So there's not really a whole lot of cheering going from either side as everyone's just sort of holding their breath. And folks, we are back to that point of the season. Not great for everyone's blood pressure, but boy, these are the games that are the ones you really remember. And we're just getting into that part of the season. Both of these teams will head into the postseason. You see there, Mr. Campolo. He's not focused on anything other than these next 71 seconds. Boy, I don't blame him. So it'll be Panthers ball. The next foul will put them into the bonus. They get it in cleanly. And you wonder how long before the Gators decide to foul. Time's ticking. Gators have either got to get a steal here or get a foul. Still down 3. And finally the foul comes. And that will send Franklin Regional to the free throw line with 41.2 seconds left. The free throws will be Cooper Rankin.
Shooting 2.
As the foul is the third on Vito Campolo. He still has 2. Student section comes to life, and a big free throw there for Rankin, who has just 5 points tonight. Now 6. Another big one upcoming here for the senior. Money gets them both. Gators got to go quick the other way, and the ball's tipped away. And the foul. Smart foul by Pavlik. And now the faithful from Murraysville could start to taste it. A potential section title outright.
2 shots. Cooper Rankin.
Again, big free throws upcoming. Both of them in the bonus. So nobody going anywhere after the first. And that's a big miss. Still just a 5-point game. It guarantees that even with this make, it's still 2 possessions with 33.7 left. Again, the Gators got to go fast. Can't throw this one away. Floater, no good. Nearly thrown away, and now a foul called with 18.8 seconds left, and that might just do it, folks. Third foul on Pavlik, and now the crowd comes to life for Franklin Regional.
24, Pavlik. 2 shots. Basket.
Mom looking on, cheering on her son, Colin Maston. Quiet night for Maston, just 4 points overall, but something tells me he's not going to care all that much. Franklin Regional just seconds away from a section title. They'll clear the boards, and that's going to do it. Gators will call off the dogs.
Franklin Regional 49 and the Gators 41. Please stay off the court. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please stay off the court as you leave.
Franklin Regional are your 5A Section 3 champs. They moved to 18-2 on the season, a truly special campaign. 8-1 now in the section. Gators will fall to 6-3 in section play, 14-6.
Have a safe drive home.
2 games left Friday against Latrobe, and then they'll turn their attention to the Butler Golden Tornadoes on Monday before they wrap up the regular season. So that game not only factors in when it comes to the section, which congratulations to the Panthers, they wrap up tonight and look ahead to be the first seed overall out of Section 3 going into the 5A tournament, but for seeding, just as I mentioned there, it's going to be a much easier path for the Panthers when it comes time and they put that postseason bracket together than the Gators. But the Gators will still be in that conversation, and they've got to turn their attention now to finishing with 2 strong performances to try and build that momentum back up. A team that was ranked number 4 in the state at one point, at 11-1. They've been in a bit of free fall since then, and now they've got to right the ship and focus their attention on Latrobe, Butler, and then the subsequent playoff bracket that will come out shortly thereafter. Well, on behalf of our entire talented crew tonight, I know the decision didn't go the Gators' way, but we hope you enjoyed the broadcast overall. For our leader and cameraman tonight, Adam Gusky, for Lee Schaefer III over there producing everything, Lee Schaefer Jr. on camera in the other room, I'm Vince Russo. We'll sign off for tonight. We'll see you the next time out. Have a good night, everyone.